Hey guys, and thanks so much for tuning into Leah's Love. I am thrilled and honored to be here with you this week. We are going to do another one of our wonderful weekly oracle card pulls, but before I get too into it, two housekeeping comments. First off, if you are enjoying these free weekly oracle card pulls where you are getting guidance on how to navigate your week with ease, be sure to tune in to my YouTube channel at Leah's Love. That's LIA''S Love on YouTube, where you can subscribe and also click the bell icon so you get notifications every time I post a new video. I will be posting these free readings every Monday at 9 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. I can't promise that I will get these readings up as quickly on other channels, so be sure to check me out on YouTube so that way you're in the know and you are ready to take on your week like a champ. All right, and then also anyone who is participating in the manifestation exercise that we started a couple of weeks ago, utilizing the full moon energy, I just want to remind you and encourage you to continue to look at that exercise that we did when we wrote down what we wanted to manifest, that you should be doing it daily, incorporating it into your daily routine, reading it, and really experiencing the joy and excitement you will feel when you manifest, or see that desire rather, manifest fully. We are going to do something with it sooner than later, but just continue to read it, keep it in the forefront of your mind, and just a little bit of encouragement to just keep on moving forward with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into our weekly reading. I did something a little different this week, so I actually pulled from a few different decks. From our normal deck that we use, I pulled 3 cards in regards to past, present, and future. So where our energy has been in the recent past, where that is leading us, and where we are currently rather, and then where that will lead us. And then I pulled 1 card from an angel card deck about just general guidance, and then the fifth card I pulled was about what action step we should take. Okay, so the reading's kind of gonna flow like that. We're gonna talk about where our energy has been, where it is right now, where it's going, guidance that we need about this, and then what action steps that we can take. Okay, all right, so let's get on into it. All right, so the first card that I pulled in terms of where our energy has been in the recent past is mending. And I just want to say, yay, kudos to us. That's so exciting. And why am I so excited about this? Because mending means we've all been doing a tremendous amount of work, and that's such a beautiful thing. So this card really speaks to the idea of us mending situations, circumstances, and doing the inner work that it takes to bring in the balance and the goals that we're trying to achieve within our lives. So I just really want to commend you all on the hard work that you've been doing. I get the sense that with this mending that we've actually been being really sure to incorporate the other people involved in these situations. So whether this is work related or personal or just one specific circumstance that we've been dealing with when and if it involves another person, we've been really good at making sure that the other person's side or the other side is being heard. And because of that, we struck a beautiful balance in terms of being able to mend these situations, which is such an amazing thing. And that we've also been doing this with a lot of light, kind of fun energy, that we haven't been taking things too seriously, that we've been doing it a little bit playfully, and that because we've been approaching this mending or these mendings in that way, we've actually been allowed to be more authentic and truer to ourselves. And so because of this, we have generally brought in a lot more balance into our lives. So this has been an incredibly healing process for us. And though we think we're just mending this one situation, because we've approached it with this beautiful light energy and taking other people's perspectives into consideration and being our authentic selves in it, it's actually healing us on a lot deeper level. So again, I just want to say, woo! Spirit commends you. I commend you. Commend yourselves. This is beautiful. I love to see that we've had this energy going on in the recent past. And so if we continue with this, what it will lead us to, and for some of us, what it may have already led us to, is a tremendous sense of peace. And so I'm really excited to see this card for us too, for what's going on with our current energy. This mending has led us into a situation where we are feeling a lot of inner peace and actually have been bringing kind of like the proverbial olive branch into our lives. We've been leading with our hearts and not our heads as much. We've been using our inner wisdom. And this peace that we've brought into our lives by utilizing this mending energy, or these mending tactics that we've taken on, are really going to open a door to a whole new aspect of ourselves and a whole new aspect of these circumstances and relationships. So it's really, really great. Again, another round of applause. Woo! It's when I picked up this card, I got the sense that we've been, again, leading with our hearts and being really empathetic and loving. And I cannot stress how important that is, not only in our personal lives, but in all the relationships that we have with everyone who we're dealing with, people we know and don't know, just how important that energy is right now. Getting off of the reading a little bit, just the state of what's going on in the world as a whole, and especially if you're an American, what's going on in America, things are chaotic, right? And so it's so important for us to be leading with our hearts and to be leading from an empathetic, understanding, loving perspective, and kind of listening and taking that balance, give and take, which is what I can see that we've been doing in our lives. And so I just, again, want to commend everyone. I love to see that. Okay, so if we continue with this kind of mending and peaceful energy that we've created for ourselves, it will lead us to breathe in protection, which is the last card that I pulled in terms of the past, present, and future. And so breathe in protection really speaks to the idea of us kind of getting a little bit of an inertia, a little bit of laziness, and that's fine, right, every now and then. But this week I really want to encourage us to not get lazy about this, to instead take the fact that we've gotten this reading where Spirit is acknowledging that we've been doing this as like almost a challenge to continue with it, and that a way to do that is going to be by actually being physically active. So taking those walks around the neighborhood, doing whatever exercise, whether it's walking on a treadmill, or if you're into yoga, or just even having like a dance party in the middle of the day or something, just doing something to get off your bum, out of your mind, into your body, into your heart, into your your spirit, your joyful, jovial kind of spirit will be really advantageous to kind of continue to propel forward this healing energy and this peaceful energy that we have brought into our lives, okay? And as I said, it's really important because this is something that's mending more than just the whatever situation we're dealing with. It's healing us on a grander scale. So I just want to encourage us to stay active this week, to stay physically active will help us move past any sort of lull we get in terms of being complacent about what we've already accomplished. The job's not done. We got to keep up the work, keep it moving, and getting physically active and engaging people to get physically active with us will help keep that energy moving forward. Okay, and so the guidance that I pulled in regards to just like general guidance for the week was from Archangel Uriel, who said to us, "You know what to do." Okay, and so Archangel Uriel is really just encouraging us to follow our hearts as well. The specific message that came through with this was trusting your inner knowledge. And so, again, I spoke a little bit about how, there's a lot going on, and that lends to a person naturally wanting to focus on like linear thoughts and logical thoughts and, very like systematic thinking, but that now is not really the time for that. Really, we need to be working on our inner wisdom, what we know to be true, following our hearts and not our heads, being empathetic, listening, going in and acknowledging the deep inner wisdom that we have and utilizing that to move ourselves forward throughout the week, okay? And then the last card I pulled about what we can do is soul connection. And that really just speaks to us finding those people in our lives and using them. So the people that we have deep soul connections with. Some of us, that's going to be our partners. Some of us, that's going to be our dear friends. Some of us, that's going to be mom or dad. Some of us, that's going to be brother or sister. But those people in our lives who we don't have those awkward moments with, right? Like those people in our lives who, since really inception of your relationship, it's always felt supernatural and super easy. And maybe this person is someone who came and left out of your life. If that's true, it might be a good idea to try and reconnect, like rekindle a relationship with them, just to check in and say hello. But for if it's not a relationship that's come and gone, then absolutely those people who are in our lives consistently, it's good. This week is a good time to reach out to those people and just talk to them. Talk to them just, to check in to see how they're doing, what's going on in their lives. And doing this will be really helpful for us to continue on this healing, kind of mending, peaceful path that we're on, and also help us tap into that inner knowing that we're searching for. When we have those deep connections with people, it's because we do share aspects of ourselves with them in other realms, okay, without getting too metaphysical. And talking to those people remind us of who we are, our deep inner selves. Now, I do want to add the caveat that this needs to be someone who you have a healthy relationship with, someone who you have healthy boundaries, who you have equal, like everyone respects everyone, people are loving to each other, not any kind of codependent relationship, because that's not going to be always like the best circumstance to get honest feedback or honest a way for you to see yourself truly, right? So these need to be relationships where you feel warm and fuzzy, and you generally, like, that's the general feeling that you've always had from that relationship. Not to say that you've never gotten in a disagreement or something, but you generally have warm and fuzzy, loving, healthy relationships with these people. And so connecting with these people on a very like simple level, like, hey, how's it going, da da da, will remind you of your inner wisdom and your inner knowledge, and bring that love back to yourself again, to continue with this beautiful, beautiful healing work that you've been doing, that's going to help your trajectory like skyrocket. All right, so those are the messages that Spirit had for us this week. I really hope it resonated with you. Please be sure to comment below or hit me up and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear back from people outside of personal messages, to engage in conversation, because when you do, it doesn't only make me really excited, but you also could be helping someone else. So please share what you're thinking and if this is helping. All right, anyhow, I'm wishing everyone an amazing week, and I'm sending you all the love. Take it easy. Bye.